I heard Charleston White defend Big Meech and say Big Meech never got ran off a yard for cooperating with the feds. Say he never got ran off a yard, so it must not be true that he cooperated. Big Meech done been to Jessup, Georgia. Coleman. Big Meech done been to some of the sweetest prisons. You can go to some of these joints where the rats run the real dudes up top. Young dudes, get out of the D game because there's so much going on that y'all don't understand. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can see where a prison go. When you go to prison and you got a 30-year sentence, sometimes they send you to a tough prison and then you work your custody back down. A man with 30 years, they're sending him to Atlanta Penn somewhere in CIA Act and they will work his custody down. But when you got a 30-year sentence and you go straight to a sweet camp, sometimes that people look at that as that the BOP showing you a little bit of favoritism, right? This video ain't trying to shame Big Meech. I'm trying to educate you young dudes to get out of these streets because there's a lot going on that y'all don't understand. Now let's talk about separatees. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can tell what's going on if a person got separatees. Me and this inmate can't be in the same prison. Well, somebody told if me and another inmate can't be in the same prison, somebody told on somebody. And then there's another thing about separatees. If Big Meech don't have no separatees against nobody, that put Cuffy in the question. Because let me tell you about this. If one person snitch on another person, and then that person go to snitching, the feds say, well, I ain't got to put no separatees on nobody, because both of these niggas snitching. You know what I mean? Both y'all done told, so y'all can go to the same prison. Nobody checked and see if Big Meech had any separatees that he can't be around Cuffy. You know what I mean? And then another thing about Cuffy. Sometimes, if you working for the feds, you pretty much know who else working for the feds. Let me say that again. Y'all ain't question the fact that Cuffy might understand that Big Meech done something because Cuffy working too. And another thing I want to clear up. People like, man, Big Meech did 20 years in the feds. Why would he snitch just to get 7 or 8 years cut off? That don't make sense. Let me tell you something about the feds, right? Sometime in these federal courthouses, you can have so many, like the leadership role, and they hit you with so many levels that they almost can life you on a plea. My brother just went to trial and lost. He got 11 life sentences. The reason he went to trial is because even if he took the plea, the low end of the plea was 30 years. But they still could have lifed him on the plea. You know what I mean? So sometimes when dudes plea out to these 30 years,